Okay, it's finally hair wash day, and I'm going to show you exactly how I wash my long natural hair. In this video, we will go through my entire wash routine, how I dry my hair, how I style it, and I protect it. I truly believe you can have the most expensive shampoo in the world, but if your technique isn't right, your hair simply won't look right. So that's what we're focusing on today. I'm on day 4 of unwashed hair, and today I'm doing a deep, thorough cleanse. For obvious reasons, I will shower while wearing a bikini. I make sure that the water isn't extremely hot. I think it's very important to keep your hair at a normal temperature. Really hot water can just dry it out. And starting off, I always make sure my hair is fully and properly soaked before applying any shampoo. Today I'm using Pantene. I really hope I pronounced that right. It has been a family staple for as long as I can remember. My mom swears by it and she has always had extremely long, thick hair, and who am I not to listen? A common mistake people make when washing their hair is not emulsifying the shampoo. You have to activate it by rubbing it in between your hands. And when you start washing, don't be too gentle. We want to give the scalp a proper scrub, just like a hairdresser would. We've all been to a salon, and one thing every stylist does is give the scalp a really good scrub. After the first lather, I rinse very well and move on to the second lather, which is the most important one. You repeat the exact same steps, but here's the trick. If your hair was very dirty, the first wash won't create much foam. That's why the second lather is essential, and sometimes even the third if you've had your hair in a sleek style. Don't forget to wash behind your ears and rinse that area very well, as shampoo and conditioner tend to linger there. A very important note here: please refrain from scrubbing the ends of your hair. The running water during rinsing will cleanse them on its own. Wet hair is more fragile and rough handling can cause unnecessary damage. And once more, don't forget to rinse thoroughly behind your ears. Now it's conditioner or hair mask time. Personally, I've been obsessed with this Garnier hair mask that my sister recommended this summer, and I kid you not, I think I've gone through at least 10 tubs since then. I take a very generous amount and focus it on the ends. And then with the comb, I brush it through from root to end, and I kind of let it sit there for like 3 to 5 minutes, maybe more, depends on the day. While I wait for the hair mask, I obviously will proceed to either exfoliate my body, wash my body, shave my body. I will basically save all those little tasks for the end of my shower while I wait for the hair mask to work its magic, so I recommend you do the same thing. Then I give my hair the one final rinse. This has to be thorough. This rinse is important. You have to make sure all traces of shampoo and mask are completely gone. If you don't rinse properly, your hair will look greasy once it dries. Use lukewarm water if possible to rinse off, but if not, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And just like that, we're done washing. On to the next step. The second step is drying my hair. I'm doing whatever I can to get rid of most of the water, basically. And the first stage of drying includes a towel. If you have a microfiber towel, that's amazing. I just don't happen to have one with me at the moment. But anyway, as I said before, this is not about products. This is about technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the scrunch technique. I lightly hug my hair with the towel and softly squeeze on the top. We just want to remove excess water, nothing more. So don't be rough. Please be gentle. And now this is where things go usually wrong, because if I told you to invest in one thing today, it would be a good heat protector. And trust me, after trying my fair share of different types and brands, the Moroccan Oil Perfect Defense is by far the best I've ever used. Make sure you brush it through your hair after you've applied it. And I'm gonna brush it through with my very non-aesthetic comb. I love using combs. I just feel like they distribute the product perfectly. My boyfriend gave me a cute compliment there, but anyway, I moved on to using the Color Wow Dream Coat, focusing this on the roots. It really creates a silky, glossy, smooth finish by combating, I don't know how to say that word, the frizz, which I definitely need. So after I'm finished spraying that, I will brush that through as well. I think people underestimate how important it is to brush through your products after you've applied them on your hair. Like, the product has to go everywhere. But once that's done, I shake my head a bit so the strands separate, and then I start the drying process. I'm keeping this in. Okay, time to get the Dyson. I have mixed feelings about the Dyson. I don't overly love it, I don't overly hate it. But anyway, one thing I have to say is to never have it on full heat. Any hair dryer you use, make sure you use medium heat. Just because we have a heat protector on, that doesn't mean that now it's okay to fry off our hair. And if that means that it's going to take a little bit longer for our hair to dry, then that is just the price that we have to pay. And don't worry about the hair oil, because it will come in a second. I don't want to apply hair oil on proper wet hair. I just think that it slips off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry my hair, and when it's like 80% dry, that's when I'm going to jump into my hair oil. And I will be using the I'm so sorry for butchering all of these products' names, but it's very hard to know how to pronounce them. But anyway, I've swapped to using this hair oil compared to the Olaplex. It's been 6 months that I've been using this, and I absolutely love it. And the first time I apply it, it's going to be a generous amount, so like a pump and a half, and going through thoroughly with it. And obviously we are going to brush it in like any other product. We're going to brush it in. And now I'm going to proceed on blow drying on proper cold mode. I don't want any more heat. This is optional. If you prefer the heat, just go for it. I just know that if I add heat again, then my hair is already way too frizzy, and then it's just gonna go frizzier no matter what. Also, having this amount of frizz is something that just happened in the past 2 years. My hair just changed, and this is what we have. We have the lion's head, as I like to call it, because look at that. Yeah, my hair used to be extremely straight, and now it's just curling, or like, yeah, it just has way more texture than it used to have. And this is why I have to straighten it. And when it's 100% dry, I move on to my GHDs. I've had these for a few years now. They're pretty decent. If you ask me if I wanted a new pair of straighteners, of course. But if you also ask me if that is a responsible decision and financially wise, I would say no. So anyway, I section my hair, and I will still use a little bit more heat protector. And this is also why I love using combs on my hair, because with the comb I can just section my hair like that and make sure that I can stay on the same strand of hair over and over again until it's like fully straightened. But also with the tip of the comb, I section off hair, and I can get extremely close to the root, which helps with my hair looking a bit more straight. I like my hair to lay flat. I don't want any volume. I know people use like what is it called, dry shampoo in their roots so that they get that volume, but I have so much of it, like I just don't want it. So anyway, if you don't want to use a hair straightener on your hair, then don't. You can also use a hot brush. I do have a hot brush, I just didn't have it with me at the time. I'm doing the voiceover while I'm in Manchester, but I filmed this while I was still in Cape Town. So it is a bit hard to like carry, not physically carry everything with me, but just travel with every product I have, you know. Anyway, I will move on to the last pump of oil, and that's a very small pump, like half a pump of oil. And I will just make sure that this is mainly on my ends, and whatever is left, I'll pat it on my roots. But this is it. This is my routine. It's, I think, very realistic. It's very doable. I don't personally think that it will break your bank, because most products are affordable, and the ones that aren't that cheap, let's say, they do last ages. So another thing I want to mention is, yes, I do use a hair straightener, but this is like once every 4 to 5 days, so I can live with it. Anyway, bye.